Hello, everybody. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you all so much.
Hello, everybody.
For
My name is
doing
Markiplier, and I'm standing on my
everything
stage
you've
like in the
done.
middle
I am
of
officially back.
Hi guys, Markiplier here. Hope you're
Hey
having a
guys,
great day.
over this
wherever you
past
are.
weekend we had
Hey guys, you are amazing. I know I said that.
Hey guys, if you're looking for the second video today,
Hey guys,
An inspiration to many. Markiplier. You see, I had a few different titles for this video. Why Markiplier's channel is important, who Markiplier is to me, Markiplier's impact. Hell, I even debated just naming it Markiplier, but I stuck with the title you see now. Why did I choose this title? Markiplier's impact sounds a lot cleaner and perhaps comes out a bit stronger, so why did I stick with this title? Well, first and foremost, because it's the truest out of them all. I could have easily gone with any of the other titles I've presented, but I chose this one because I believe it encapsulates every other title before it. You see, to an average viewer, he's no more than just your ordinary gaming YouTuber. However, his actions, his creativity, his personality, and the human he is represents that he is more than just an ordinary YouTuber. He's a man that deserves all the respect he gets on the platform. And the memes.
was that the bite of 87?
But it just shows how much of an impact he's made on the YouTube stratosphere and the internet in general. I'll start you off with some context about myself. I am a teenager, and I grew up with YouTube. As a child, you're usually very impressionable to pretty much about everything, and I was no different. I watched a lot of YouTube in its infant stages. When I was a kid, I had a BlackBerry that could only connect to the Wi-Fi, and on the phone, it had the YouTube app. The old one, where the app icon was a mini TV. I watched a lot of LEGO stop motion videos, specifically Michael Hickok's films. I don't know why, but watching Legos move around without needing hands to guide them was just really cool to me, and it still is. Stop motion is very time consuming and requires near perfect precision for just a 2-minute short video. I'd watch this type of content around my parents, but when my parents weren't around to see what I was watching, let's just say my search history was different.
Nice of the princess to invite us over for a picnic, eh, Luigi? I hope she made lots of spaghetti. No?
Oh, okay.
And there, YouTube poops formed my pathetic sense of humor.
These nuts.
The point is, I've watched a lot of YouTube, and I've grown up and matured with the platform. I owe a lot to it, and I am the person I am today because of it. Watching YouTubers frequently come and go has become usual, but every now and then, you find a creator that just sticks with you. Either their content's great, or their personality carries it enough to make it great. And very early on, I began watching a young gaming YouTuber, and his name was PewDiePie. Yeah, I'm kidding, it was Markiplier. I do miss Fridays with PewDiePie though. I started watching Markiplier due to the popularity of the video game Slender. Keep in mind, I found him while I was still a very impressionable child, and during this time of YouTube, gaming videos were fairly new. No one really knew what they were doing, so they kinda just recorded themselves speaking into a microphone while playing a video game, and that was it. It was very different from the time-consuming LEGO videos I enjoyed watching. Let's Play videos were ordinarily very loud, and uploads were frequent and easy to make. I would watch these videos, and they brought me so much comfort in a way that I couldn't describe at the time. Markiplier's bouncy personality, combined with his chaotic and sometimes stupid sense of humor, made me feel like I was just with a friend, watching him play a horror game that I was too scared to play by myself. By the way, he played a lot, and I mean a lot, of horror games. The indie horror game genre was huge during this time, and I'm pretty sure every long-lasting gaming YouTuber you can think of had a daily horror game Let's Play phase. You can't really blame them though, that was just the way YouTube worked back then. The algorithm valued quantity over quality. However, nowadays I think it's the opposite, with watch time being increasingly more and more important. I might be wrong, but that's not important. Anyways, I would watch Markiplier occasionally. mainly for his horror game Let's Plays and Drunk Minecraft series, but there was this one video that really resonated with me at a young age, and it was a video that made me see Markiplier, not the YouTuber, but the person, completely differently. Markiplier's Draw My Life video is important, and it says a lot about who he is as a human and a creator. This video showed me how bright of a soul that man has, a man that traveled through so much adversity in his young life, a man that still managed to pull through and do what made him happy, a man that did what he felt was right. If you haven't watched it yet, or if you have and just need a quick refresher since the video was uploaded 8 years ago, I highly recommend you go watch it. It's a great video and it's incredibly heart-touching, so please give it a watch. I'll leave the link to it in the description. But if you don't want to watch the video, there's this comment I found that pretty much explains the video better than anyone. It reads, "This man pushed through multiple breakups, his father passing away, getting kicked out, a near bursting appendix, cancer, all leading up to this legend that we know and love. We salute you, Markiplier. Thank you for making my life better every day. Jakey Snakey, 100. That quote is so beautiful. If I could just end the video right there with it, I would, but no, there's so much more to talk about. You see, this video showed the amount of genuinity this guy has. The reason he does all of his charity live streams is out of his honest belief that he can help make the world a better place. The want to give back to the people that gave him his job, his livelihood, his everything. So many people want to do that, but not enough are capable of actually doing it. Not only that, but not enough people are lucky enough to be blessed with a community that respects you for what you do. Markiplier is special. In over 8 years on the platform, he has raised over $3 million for charity, and he lets it be known in his channel description. That man is proud of what he's done for this planet, and I'd like to think he's making his mark known. Time passed, and he eventually hit 1 million subscribers on October of 2013. He hit various subscriber milestones before that, and he's made multiple vlogs about them to appreciate his fans, but they never garnered as much attention as his usual videos did. The 1 million subscriber milestone video is no different. It has only about 800,000 views compared to his now over 25 million subscriber channel. Hitting any milestone in life is huge, especially on YouTube when your relevancy can sometimes lie solely on your subscriber count. Hitting 1 million subscribers is momentous. It's usually the turning point for better or for worse out of most creators, and it leaves a lot for the mind to think about and look back on. The words Marc spoke in this video hold a ton of weight for him and for his audience. His beliefs and goals are obvious, but the words within it still hold true to this day.
People often tell me that my videos have helped them through dark times, but the opposite is true too. You guys have managed to push me past one of the worst parts of my life and given me opportunities to travel and meet and work with some amazingly talented people who I wouldn't be here without. There is nothing that I can say or do to thank you enough. I believe that we can change the world. And you guys stand 1 million strong behind that belief. There is no limit to what we can do together.
And he ended this milestone video in the same way he ends all of his other videos.
So thank you for everything that you've done for me and everything you've done to help better the world. So thank you. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
The point of this video isn't exactly to inform you guys on anything. I mean, if it does inform you on some things that you may not have known about him, that's cool, but really, I just wanted to make this video to show how much Markiplier really means to me and his community. You see, I don't think I'm alone when I say he's inspired multiple creators to pursue YouTube, myself included. He also inspired me to try and become a better person, and you see that in the way he acts in his videos, responds to his fans, and the way he describes events from his personal life. He constantly asks his viewers to be the best versions of themselves that they possibly can. The caring and positive energy emitted from his own personality is unlike anything I've ever seen in my young life. Seeing the amount of gratitude and care this man has for his audience really shows how much his community means to him. We're not just a number in his subscriber total. We are united, all of us, with the sole goal of being better people, better humans, and leading by example. That's who he wants us to be. That's who he is. And you can't exactly tell me to make a video about Markiplier without mentioning his few subscriber milestone reaction videos. These videos, in their own strange way, kind of sold me on Markiplier. These videos, despite how much they're memed, mean a lot to me. His genuine reactions to a collaborative effort by his fans hit my young 10-year-old brain in a way that I couldn't explain at the time. I didn't know what it was that made me feel so happy for him, but I knew it was good. I showed my parents those videos, and of course, they were confused, but they still acknowledged the emotional connection this guy had for his audience. To try and convince them that YouTube was a viable job if done successfully, I showed them a top trending video called 10 Richest Gamers on YouTube. Yeah, it kind of works since I put it in a language that they could understand, but that was actually how I convinced them to let me make a YouTube channel of my own. And I'd like to believe that ever since that moment, I kinda knew that I wanted to do something similar to that in my life, or at least try to. I made multiple YouTube channels from when I was 10 years old to now, some more successful than others, and many of them averaging 10 to 50 views. Of course, the cringe factor is an additive to it all, but I don't regret any of it. I wouldn't have gained the experience to write and edit this video if I hadn't made any of those videos beforehand. Many of them are deleted, and many of them are still up on YouTube. Most of them are privated though, cause when I say cringe, I mean cringe. But back on topic, Markiplier's pretty cool. He really inspired me, and I know you could say that about any other big YouTuber at the time, but this man was different. His videos were unfiltered, and it felt real. His connection and honesty resonated with me at a young age, and I will never forget it. YouTube in itself has been so important to me, and it's had such a great impact on my life. But if we're getting into specifics, this is the guy who I'll remember as the creator who impacted and inspired me most at that young age. I have one last topic I'd like to cover before I wrap the video up. I think it's the most important, and it's the one that still sticks with me to this day. It's his random commentary videos. Just him, the camera, and his viewers. Those videos are special. They're very intimate. He usually records himself alone in his recording space or on his phone. The point of the video being an unfiltered and honest discussion with little to no interruptions in the form of edits. These videos are what really sets him apart from other creators. Like most YouTubers, he started with nothing but a hobby and a passion for creating videos. He was consistent, and instead of moving past it and forgetting about how he began, he recognizes it. He recognizes it a lot, actually. If you're ever in need of motivation, or if you ever feel personally lost, I highly recommend that you go through his one-on-one vlogs. You may think I'm crazy for thinking that listening to this guy's thoughts would be emotionally helpful in any way, but it's true. I made a playlist of my favorites and of the ones that helped me out the most, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave the link to it in the description. These vlogs really helped me. When I felt like I had no one to encourage me or support me emotionally, I watched these videos, and I was filled with inspiration and motivation to continue to work, to continue to love, and to continue to become a better person even when I felt like I was at my lowest. I'm very young, and I recognize that. The lowest moments of my life are potentially yet to come, but even then, The human mind is a powerful thing. I can have everything and be as young as I am with as little worries as I do and still feel meaningless and unnecessary in the grand scheme of things. Everyone seeks validation, whether it's from your family, your friends, your teachers. Everyone requires validation in one way or another. However, true validation comes from oneself. It may sound obvious and silly, but it's true. What you think about yourself is what is most important. That's why it's important to do what you love and to pursue what you're passionate about, no matter how ambitious it is. That's what Markiplier's taught me. Growing up from nothing and getting through multiple events of adversity, divorce, limited funds, multiple breakups, near-death experiences, and the passing of his own father. He went through it all and still pursued his creative passions until he eventually grew his channel into what it is today. His story is inspiring and his care is reassuring. Even if he has no idea who I am, I'm thankful that he exists. I'm thankful that he succeeded in what he was passionate about. I'm thankful for his humility and his ability to share his story and his appreciation for his audience to anyone who watches him. Markiplier is an inspiration to me, and many others as well. He inspired me not only to make a YouTube channel and to pursue my creative endeavors, but also to try and become a better person in general. It's incredible how much of a positive impact one can have on others' lives simply by being well-spoken and positive. I wouldn't be the person I am today without YouTube, and specifically without Markiplier. I will grow up, and perhaps I'll change. Maybe I won't even enjoy the process of making videos anymore, but for right now, it makes me happy. And for the inspiration and will that you've provided me throughout my young life, no words can really express my gratitude more than thank you.